NCALL is a pioneer in affordable housing and community development with a 40-year record of success in helping to improve the lives of Delmarva residents and opening doors to opportunities. As a trusted industry expert backed by NeighborWorks America, NCALL offers homeownership counseling, financial education, and foreclosure prevention programs to the public. NCALL also partners with others to build apartments, single-family homes, and self-help housing, and has become a leader in neighborhood planning and revitalization. As a lender, NCALL provides financing for housing, community facilities, and revitalization projects to transform communities. From its modest beginnings in 1976 to a recognized regional leader, NCALL now achieves significant impact, making a difference in the lives of thousands and always looking for innovative ways to strengthen families and communities.
NCALL was created in 1976 because there was an awareness that no one was addressing the terrible housing conditions that existed in Delmarva at that time. There were people who had to walk to get water from pumps. Houses were falling apart. People had terrible landlords. Mothers complaining about rats biting their babies.
The conditions were deplorable. No question about that. But what I remember most is the spirit of the people that we worked with, people that were living in squalor, had hope, had vision, and were willing to work with us and engage with us and willing to take a chance. And from that, a lot of what you see at NCALL has taken place.
Through the years, we've been what we call a technical assistance provider or a development consultant. So we help other nonprofits develop the housing. We have the expertise. How do you put this together? How do you find land? How do you get through the zoning process? How do you find the contractor that you think will work well?
We have 7 different agencies or projects, a little over 250 apartments, serving housing for at least 450 people, all low income, elderly and family. Like we say, we really wouldn't be where we are if it hadn't been NCALL or someone like NCALL. And in our area, there is no one like NCALL.
As a CDFI, a community development financial institution, we provide financial services to the community that they otherwise would not have access to without the work that we do, and that work is very gratifying. When we started in 2004, we were capitalized with just approximately $500,000. Today, we are over 20 million. That has been through a tremendous amount of hard work, as well as great relationships we have with our various stakeholders.
Well, the reason we approached NCALL was, one, we needed 100% financing for what we were doing. We were a nonprofit organization with limited resources, and we knew that we had a wonderful plan in place that would benefit the community. So after researching banks and looking at what they were, requiring, we decided to approach NCALL, and was the best thing that we could have done.
It's really hard to pinpoint one single success that NCALL has achieved. But if you push me hard enough to select one of them, I will say is the work around Dover and the Restoring Dover plan. NCALL took a leadership role when there was a vacuum, when there was nobody to really look at how Dover was hard hit by the economic crisis, where we have neighborhoods that don't have any programs for our kids, where we have lack of public safety, where we have housing challenges. NCALL took a leadership role to organize community members, to bring on funders, to secure planning grants, to secure implementation grants. And that work benefited not just NCALL, not just the community, but the city as a whole.
NCALL goes into areas where there's a need for hope and shows people that they can turn things around.
These families come with the hope and the dream and the desire to become a homeowner, and with a little work and a couple of special programs, we can make that possible. That this year we celebrated 8,000 families that have used our services and become homeowners.
I actually have recommended a lot of people to NCALL Research because NCALL Research changed my life. They changed my future. They made me believe that things are possible for those who are less fortunate. Don't ever think that they would own a home. You know, it is possible with them because they show you exactly what it is that you need to do, and they don't judge you.
Well, in 2012, we joined a partnership with United Way and Stand By Me. It's a partnership that enables us to do financial coaching. It's a different way of doing business for us, and we assist our clients in cleaning up credit and budgeting and reducing debt and preparing themselves for home ownership.
As the director of the Delaware State Housing Authority, I get to see the work of many organizations around Delaware in the field of housing, especially affordable housing. And we are lucky to have an organization like NCALL active in our states. NCALL is probably one of the best organizations, not just in Delaware, but in the region in terms of affordable housing, nonprofit affordable housing. They believe in the mission and they work hard to make sure that if there is a gap, they will jump on it and get in there.
We do our work one family at a time, one housing development at a time, one loan at a time, and it's our day-to-day work. What's amazing is to take stock and to look back and see what kind of transformational work we have really done. It's significant scale and significant impact.
Through NCALL's services, more than 8,000 families purchased their first home. More than 1,000 families saved their homes from foreclosure. 55 affordable apartment communities have been built with more than 1,300 units. 3,000 families received Stand By Me financial coaching. 55 self-help housing grantees produced almost 4,000 homes. $93 million has been loaned for housing and community development projects. More than $1 billion has been leveraged into Delmarva for housing and mortgage assistance.
Housing is important because it is the stability in people's lives. It is essential for people to be able to sustain their work, keep their families together, send their children to school, lead healthy lives, and just know that they have some hope for the future.
We hope folks that will see our vision will be transformed and that we can be a source of hope for many.